Hey, NerdMom here. Just taking a moment to talk parenting strategy with y'all. A question I've gotten is when you tell your child to do something or not do something, do you feel you have to give them reasons in order to get them to obey? Yes and no. It will start with I am a homeschooling mom of four children who writes and does other things at home too, and I'm not a nice person. Patience, not my forte. So when I tell you to do something, it is not a vote, and it is not an invitation to argue. I like to follow the theory of you have to accept the no before you get the why. If we're going out and I tell you to put on your shoes so we can leave, I do not want to launch into a 15-minute discussion as to whether or not shoes are truly necessary to go out and get in the car. You put on the shoes. Now, if after you put on the shoes and we walk out to the car and we get in the car and you want to discuss whether or not shoes are truly necessary and why, that's fine with me. We can have that discussion. Or if there's not time, I will tell you we'll have that discussion later. And by 110%, I really do mean it. But I believe that as a parent, I am owed respect. But beyond that, think back to when you were a teenager and you asked your parent, can I go out with this friend or can I go to this party? And your parent said, no, you can't. But why? But why? Come on. Remember, the but why stage is both at 3 and 16. In some ways, I don't know if it ever goes away, but it seems to be worse at those two ages. But why? Was there anything in that moment your parent could have told you that truly would have convinced you, short of shocking the pants off you, mean like, because that person's going to kill and stab you and leave you dead in the ditch? Short of something crazy like that, is there anything that would have A, gotten you to shut up, or B, gotten you to believe it? Every reason I know I've seen other parents do it, even when I was a kid, every time my parents would give me a reason, it almost seemed like an invitation to argue. So I follow the mentality of no, and then later they can discuss it with me. The only exception is if they're bringing information to the situation I don't have. Let's say they wanted to play a board game and I said, no, we're not going to play a board game right now. But what I didn't know is because they had been very helpful earlier, Dad had told them they could stay up and play a board game, and Dad isn't in the room. At that moment, the child can say, Mom, did you know that Dad said? 8, 9 times out of 10, I will then say, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Sometimes I still have yet more information they didn't have, which means, no, you still have to go to bed, we'll work something else out. And the other issue is if they say, but Dad said, oh, in our house, that kind of attitude, whatever plus you were going to get, you've just basically robbed yourself of. If you come to it with a disrespectful and disobedient heart, you're going to lose. So my number one answer, I don't have to give my kids a reason for them to obey. But I am trying to teach them to not only respect the decisions I've made, and giving them reasons helps them understand that, but also give them the tools to come to reasonable and rational decisions for themselves. So they don't have to know the reason in order to obey, but they are very welcome to and have a right to know most reasons. That's my 2 cents, and it may not be your 2 cents. If not, that's fine. This is what works for me. I'm not a patient person, so that probably factors into it. Let me know in the comments. I am very interested to see how it works for other people. But that's how I run this crazy mom's life. So Nerd Mom out. Have a great day.